Hello, Vlad. The correct direction of the body. It's your brain who want to direct your body, but your body don't need your brain. Your body has also things to tell me because of the energy of this meridian. Each toe has a symbolic representation. Hello, Vlad. Okay, you are here.
Hi, everyone. We are joined today for another podcast in It's All Connected with Barbara Deleuze, which is a podiatrist and a special podiatrist, not your average podiatrist, because she also does reflexology and she has a holistic view, as we most certainly like on this channel, of the body and the whole connections that the feet have with the different parts of the body. So, Barbara, you are also the author of this book, which made the introduction for me towards this universe, which is very, I think it's your biggest passion.
It's my biggest passion, yes.
And you also managed to put this passion in the book. And I felt that it's something which is very important to you. And I also had the chance to come see you. And it was, again, an eye-opening appointment. So I'd like to start by asking why having chosen this field?
I'm passionate in mechanic and biomechanic. And first of all, I wanted to be a physiotherapist. But the story of my life made that I become a podiatrist. And it's a great chance because I love feet. And as they are the foundation of the body, it's a perfect door to come in the body and try to understand how it works. So yes, it's my passion.
So I'm guessing you started the school, the podiatrist school, with the basic knowledge of a classic podiatrist.
I didn't know anything about this job. What are you going to learn this year? It's something about feet. I don't know, but I go there. And it was a revelation. So I'm crazy about feet.
And how did you become a holistic podiatrist? And what is a holistic podiatrist in the first place?
Feet are the foundation of the body. As you stand up, you are on your feet. And your feet supports you, but it's not your feet, it's the ground. But feet are the first contact of the whole body. And you change the balance of the feet, and everything moves everywhere. So it's totally crazy. And after all, I wanted to know more. So I try and I learn reflexology. I wanted to know about posturology and archaic reflex. And I wanted to know about acupuncture, because everything works. It's in the body, and it's like a domino effect. So as the whole body is in the feet, I can speak to all the parts of the body.
With reflexology.
And with reflexology, with posture. And you, as a dentist, as an holistic dentist, you know that all the things you do in the mouth will have effect
Yes, absolutely.
everywhere. You are in the upper side, I'm in downside, and we go to Manhattan. Huh? Voilà.
And it's interesting that everybody I spoke with in the holistic world, that's the main driver. They want to know more, and me included. That's why I'm here today, because I wanted to know more. And it's like breadcrumbs. You follow the breadcrumbs, and then for me, it was the tooth. We learn about one tooth. We're experts in the tooth. And then you start realizing, okay, we have a mouth as well. And then the mouth is connected to a head. And then, all of a sudden you see there's a person which is the one who has the tooth which you are treating.
And this person is
living person.
Yes, this living person is, first of all, is energy.
Yes.
And the thing is, where this energy is blocked in the body, and what can I do to help this energy to move and irradiate. And we are a little part of this whole. So everything has to move.
I like that. Could you talk about what is a good alignment? Because you're at the bottom, at the base, but you see the whole person as a... we start with mechanics. What is a good mechanical alignment of the posture of the person?
A skeleton is made by 206 bones. 1 foot, 26 bones. 2 feet, 52. It's a quarter of the skeleton. So as you are standing up, you are on a quarter of your body.
Okay.
So it's not a little part. And we are more than 600 muscles. And as we are 600 muscles, we are elastic. So for me, a good alignment, it's when you are elastic. We don't need to be in sort of pressure to be straight.
Well, I remember my aunt, which always said, stay up straight, stand up straight. And
yes,
that's the first thing you do. You contract.
Yes, but it's your brain who want to direct your body, but your body don't need your brain. And it's not the job of your brain.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
It's a part of sensation. When an athlete is happy of what he's done, he said, it was a very good sensation for me today, and wow, so cool. He never say, I'm very happy of my technique.
I'm thinking that,
voilà.
It's a sensation.
It's crazy.
Feeling in a certain way.
We need the brain to put in our conscience how it is to be great and cool. To recognize the sensation, but we have to know what is the good sensation, and this is my job.
So what you're saying, a good posture would be a relaxed posture.
Totally
not
relaxed
something
posture.
Controlled.
Elastic posture. It's the unbalance who create the movement. So I'm not the friend of the balance. Balance seems nothing move, but everything move inside. So we have to be cool and to be relaxed. If you are like that, you put a parasite pressure on your body, and you stress your body. So why?
So where do these parasitic tensions come from, and how does the body know how to stay straight in a flexible way?
The base is an archaic reflex. We arrived one day. First, we slept. After, we start to turn. After, we crawl. And after, we will be with a force like that. And after, you try to stand up. And as you arrive to stand up, you try to walk.
Mm-hmm.
And to walk, you need to project your body, and you will see. Oh, great!
See what
you
happens.
have a fit, and this fit recept you, and you go. And this is an archaic reflex.
Mm-hmm.
And the body, so you are around 1 year old, your body knows that if you use your feet, if you use your toes, you will be straight. So it's connect. And a lot of posture problem are because toes are totally in the body.
Mm.
But all the muscles start or finish in your toes.
I see.
And just your toes is 13% of your body. So what are you doing when you put your toes in a small shoes? I can't understand.
And this makes me think about that age at 1 year old. We create this image of our body, what you call in the book the body map.
Mm-hmm.
Could you explain about what the body map is and how it gets created?
We are a tissue. Skin, bones, muscles, it's tissue. And in this tissue, we have a captor and proprioceptive captor. And because of the tension of the tissue, they gave an information of how your body is in the space.
Yes.
And it's a part of the body map. But we are human, and we need to touch and to be touched. So as you were a baby, your parents wash you and make some massage, and you understand that your body has limits, and it's a part of the body map. And so I'm here. There is the empty, who is not empty, and but there is a limit between me and this room. And so it's not a machine; it's something alive. But sometimes a lot of people are totally in their brain and totally disconnect of their body.
You talked about the trinity,
hard work. Yes,
the democracy of the head and the soul.
It's hard work. Yes. So, brain, it's not the boss. And when I ask you, how are you? If you tell me, oh, everything is okay, your brain
is the one talking.
If you say, 2 minutes, I've got a little thing in my back. Okay, but yes, okay, I'm stressed. My luggage was heavy. Okay.
I read a book once. It was about blind people. No, it was a blind and deaf person. And I always ask myself, what is the representation of the world of these people? And it was written that even their nightmares are nightmares like you and me would have, like you see things or hear. They have this almost like in emotional nightmares, because that's all they know since their birth. How do you think someone who is blind perceives this limit, fake limit, because we know we don't stop at our
you've
body.
got your skin limit,
which you can see.
It's the whole body you can see. It's your physical body, but you've got your energetic body. Your body don't stop here. It depends. To some people, it's stop here. Other people, it stop here or it stop here. Okay, and you are here. I am here. But between us, we've got our energy,
which
and
interacts.
and we are connected. So, because we can see, our brain put some boxes and limits.
Almost like visual boxes.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, stop here, you stop there.
No, I don't stop here.
And we forget that
So
there's
a blind people,
an exchange.
he knows that. You
They're
don't have this brain limit. And we are connected. Here, there is information.
Yes.
So we can be connected, but to be connected, we need to have open doors and open window.
Yeah, that's a good remark.
But this brain limits us. But to have open doors and open window, our body need to be safe. So if you stand up and you're not stable, it's a stress. So your muscles will be like that because they need to, they don't want you to fall. So they need to work. But at the work, they close the door, they close the window, and you can't be connected as well. If you are relaxed, calm, you can open the window and you can be connected. It's the base of meditation, of everything. But you can be like that when you want.
After our appointment, I noticed that now in the subway, for example, I don't need to grab onto things anymore.
But you are fit.
And I'm more relaxed, but more stable in a weird way. Being more relaxed, I'm more stable. I move with the metro in a way.
Yes, but we are on the Earth, and this planet turns.
That's a good point.
In 20 hours, yes, all the time. So I don't know the speed of the rotation of the Earth, but I think the rotation of the Earth...
We're moving quite fast, aren't we?
more than the metro. So if you can stay here, you can stay on the metro. Normally. But
before I couldn't.
Yes. Voilà. So It's the more you...
The more you let go, the better you
Yes.
you stay grounded.
It's oui, on rebondit. It's
You bounce?
oui, yes, all the time. You are muscles. You are like a tennis ball.
Mhm.
When Nadal, you wait, okay, he's going to serve. I know. But as you are a tennis ball, if you fall down, you go up.
Mm.
The body make this movement all the time. So you need to, if you want to jump, you need to be elastic.
For you, we have a special part which is going to be the more hands-on part. I don't know what's waiting for me, but here I am.
Okay, so you stand up because your feet are on the ground. Okay. If you straight your legs as usual,
Stand up straight.
turn up straight.
Yes.
Your body is back.
Mm.
And if I do that, you can't stay. You can't stay because you are not in your feet, you are in your knees.
Yeah, it's locked.
I don't know a building with its foundation at the third floor. Your knees are not connected with the ground.
Mm.
Okay? So if your knees are cool, your body go forward.
Yes.
Okay? And as your body go forward, you can stay. If you stretch your legs, you go down,
I
you
feel
go
it
back,
going
you go back, and your hip goes like that. As it goes like that, you will have pressure in the base of your back. Okay?
Yeah, sometimes I have pain here.
Yes, but it's normal. So there is a big pressure, muscular pressure here. And as your shoulder want to be parallel of your hip, normally you should be like that if you are cool. But for your brain, you can be like that. So, clack,
Yes.
you stress. And so you are stressed here and you are stressed here. So your shoulder are stressed, the neck, everything. Okay? If you are cool with your knee, okay. Your hip is correct. Your shoulder are correct because everything is connected correctly. Put your legs straight. Clack. Okay. Turn your head. Okay. 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 What can you see? My arms, my shoulder, my...
Not much, maybe your pinky?
Okay?
Mm.
Okay. Be cool with your knee. Okay. Okay. Turn.
Ah,
Hello, baby.
okay.
Hello, baby.
I see your face now.
I know. Okay? Donc, you see the connection?
Just let go.
So,
And
be
stop
elastic.
controlling.
Be elastic. It's the same. Maintenant, you use your toes. Okay. For the moment, you use your toes, you use your toes, and up your shoulder is like that. Normally, if everything is correct, you will be on your toes, and you could make a rebound without moving because everything is okay. And if you do like that, you will see and you will have the sensation of the vibration between your toes and your shoulder.
Yep.
Because it's connected. So if you go like that, normally you should have this direct connection between your feet and your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay? And now, again, with a cool attitude, and now turn your head. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Okay? The correct direction of the body, because the femur, this bone is like that, the direction is
It goes a bit out, right?
the first toes, okay? So if you go like that, as the pressure is here, you can stay, okay? If you go like that, so normally the pressure goes to your big toe.
Yeah.
As it goes down in your big toe, the reaction of the ground go to your hip, connect your hip to your feet, and you will have the sensation of your 5 toes. And you are like that. As your feet is the base, all the body can move. But if you put the base here or here, it's not the same movement. And in reflexology, all this area is here. So, welcome in the ground.
Welcome home.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about how does reflexology tie into podology, and what is reflexology in a sentence?
First of all, I want to know who is in front of me. So, you tell me what you want to tell me. It's your brain who speaks to me. But your body has also things to tell me. So I ask your body. And sometimes, most of the time, your body tell me things that your brain can't imagine. So as it's your story, I tell you the story. Okay? And you said to me, how do you know that? I don't know. It's
You
your
told
feet.
me. You just told me.
Your feet told me. So I said to you. Okay? Okay. So reflexology, the oldest map we found was Pharaon. So, de l'époque des pharaons. Okay, so it's
the times of the pharaohs.
Pharaoh's time. But you are in Maya country, in India, in Egypt, where it's not the same language, but it's the same story. So the story is that your head is where your toes are, and your hip is in the
heel.
The hip. So the whole body is under your feet and on your feet and
So you
ankle.
have a whole map of the body
It's a map.
on your foot.
Okay. So I follow the GPS. Okay. And so if you go with a special pain in a special place of your feet, maybe it's just here on your foot, but it's maybe another information who speaks to another part of your body.
And do you have to have pain in that particular part, or I mean, what's the language,
it's not for
or do you have to massage?
It's because I touch your feet. I discover tension, things like that, and it's not necessarily painful.
Mm-hmm. But you might feel some contraction.
I feel something,
difference.
and say, oh.
Okay.
And sometimes you don't feel the problem, but it's not because you don't feel it. The problem is here. So your body knows there is a problem.
Yeah.
Your brain don't know. Okay, c'est pas grave.
Or the brain keeps the blind shut. I don't want to know.
Most of the time. So I'm an ambassador. Ambassador of the body.
Do not kill the messenger.
Maybe. Sometimes, voilà. Mais it's a crazy story. I like.
Well, I know you talked about a patient in the book that she had some pain in her buttocks, in her ear, and it was related with a death that she had recently, and that really stood with me. Could you talk about this case and the connections?
We've got emotion. So in French, we have the mot maladie, la maladie, donc illness.
Mm-hmm. Which would translate to the illness said,
yes.
The pain has said.
Yes. So voilà, in 3 words, ça fait mal, pain, a dit, say. So
the pain has spoken.
Yes. The pain is in your body, not only in your brain or in your heart, it's in your body. So we have to move that. But if you don't want to know that it's here, how can you move it? So your body is like a teenager who make crazy things because he's not as well as you want to. It can be, okay? So you can say to him, "Go in your room. I don't want to speak you." Or you can say, "Maybe you've got a problem." Well, it's the same thing with the body. You have a problem. Okay, you take a Doliprane. You go. You cut. But
yeah, that only masks the issue.
Yes.
Paracetamol, gone.
Or no.
Or sleeping pills. That way, you're sure you won't know a thing.
But for me, it's a story. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But if it's here, it's because it's normal.
And I think for you, it speaks volumes.
Yes.
Somebody comes to you, doesn't say a word. You look at the person, at the posture. May I touch your feet? Yes, of course. And then, here, information.
Yes. À peu près.
Aren't they shocked sometimes when they hear what you
Yes,
say and that you know all of this from their body?
I remember a young lady who came. She has problem with verrue plantaire.
Wart? Je crois. Oui.
Je crois.
Wart.
Ouais. And I said to her why they are there for me, because she was very stressed with her new life and not very square with herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I said things. And after all, she said, "You speak to my mother before?" I said, "No, I don't know your mother." And sometimes people come with a lady with her husband, or a mother with her son, maybe. And I said something to the patient, and after I said, "Oh, thank you for your email." So, no, okay. Oh, yeah, it's very funny. So, in the inverse, I've got some friends, or not friends, who say, "I don't want to give you my foot." I don't want to know. Okay, but you say I can't tell you nothing if you want. No problem. No, but I want to know. But I'm scared. Okay.
Well, it's the same with us. People don't know, but when we first see them in the waiting room, we already know lots of stuff just from their posture, their way of, if they're open or they're closed like this, their head, if it's tilted, if it's forward or not. We already have an idea of what we could find in the mouth.
Yes.
So yeah, even if you don't want to, we give out lots of information.
But the very funny is few days ago, a lady came, and it was the second time. So she knew where my practice was. But, and she lost. She was lost, and she arrived 20 minutes later. And it was very funny, because she needed this appointment. It was a very tough appointment. And after all, she realized that her brain knew and didn't want to come. And but the body wanted to have this appointment.
Yes.
So
Conflict.
It was so funny. And the brain at the end say, "Okay,
I give up."
I give up."
Can you talk about the symbolism which is behind the 5 toes?
So there is the reflexology map, and there is 6 of the major acupuncture meridian in the foot. So under the foot, you've got the first point of the kidney meridian, and after it goes on the feet in the ankle. On the big toe, you've got the spleen and the liver. On the second toes, you've got the stomach. On the fourth one, you've got the gallbladder, and on the fifth one, the little one, you've got the bladder. And as there are all those meridians, because of the energy of this meridian and what those energies make in the whole body, each toe has a symbolic representation. So the big one is your ego. Your alignment, personal alignment, and it says be square with yourself. The second one speaks about your capacity to project you in the future. The third one is about your posture. What is your posture? And the fourth one is speaks to you about your choice. Are they just for you? And the little one is our education, our way of thinking, archaic memories. So normally, when you stand up, the biomechanic line of your body goes to your hip to your big toes. It's your direct line to be straight. And it says, be yourself and goes in this direction. But if you put your feet on the little one, is as you return your feet to the ground. So how can you be stable if you put your feet away? And as you don't want to be on yourself, you are on your education, your way of thinking. And sometimes it's not you. It's what you learn, but it's not your
true self.
Yes.
And somebody who always hits the little toe. What would that mean?
You hit the little toe. Most of the time, at this moment, you are like Bridget Jones. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I should be like that. You stress yourself as a hero, okay? And your body say, stop. You hit your toes. You shout. And your body say, okay, shout, kill everyone, but okay, now I'm correct.
Can you talk as well about the different paths, the pathways, which we in osteopathy as well, we talk about ascending from the feet up to the mouth, and descending from the mouth to the feet. Could you talk about these chains and how, especially feet, can influence mouth? And also, if you see people having things done in their mouth, what can you see in their posture and in their feet?
For me, the body is like a guéridon, a table you find in all the bistro, everywhere. Your feet is like the tripod of the table. Your legs are the legs of the table. Your hip is the base of the table. And your back is all the plates. and after your head is the bottom of the place,
Yeah.
the plates. So it should be good that the place will be correct position on the base and the base on the tripod. So if the tripod is correct, everything upper is correct. But if you've got a problem with the head, it will have an influence on the feet. And if you've got problem with the feet, it will have an influence of the in the head, because it's not the good alignment
And you have all these compensations.
all the time.
And that's why it's so important to look at both ends.
Where is the conflict? Where are the conflict?
And as you said before as well, there are these parasitic tensions. Sometimes you could have the cause which isn't there anymore. It's like a memory of something which happened, or maybe they had a strained ankle and now it's healed, but they're still limping.
Yes, but
To protect.
you go to a party and you put a costume. But normally, when the party is finished and you come back home, you return the costume and you live your life.
Joy, yeah.
Okay? Well, you've got a problem. A pain or problem. It will stress you, and it's a sort of costume. And your body take a posture because of this problem. But if the problem is finished, it would be great to say to the body, oh, it's finished. Go ahead. But most of the time, the posture stay as it was at this moment.
What would be some ways to eliminate this tension, which we sometimes store, this emotional tension, which sometimes gets stored in the muscles and affect the posture?
Be elastic.
Simple as that.
For me, it's most of the time it's really simple. But simplicity, it's where. Yeah, no, it's simple.
Well, I know you're not
The body doesn't know how to be se prendre la tête. Je sais pas comment on dit. It's not a problem for the body. If it's elastic, it's cool. But be elastic.
And how can you be elastic if you're thinking all the time, be elastic, be elastic?
Feel elastic. The body knows. The body knows. The brain don't want to know most of the time.
And I think the more you want to be relaxed, the more tensed you are. Because you're trying too hard.
Yes, breath. I don't know, move. If you are stressed because of whatever, as you think about that all the time, and you are like a bomb, or you say, okay, well, I'm going to cook, I'm going to play with my child. Well, you do something else. Most of the time, something with your body, and the pressure will go down.
Do you recommend to be barefoot or with shoes? I think I know the answer, but...
I'm barefoot.
Voilà.
I'm barefoot. Okay? Half of the people in this planet are barefoot. Okay?
Half.
I think. Go in India, in Africa, most of the time. Well, or with a flip. Well, they are barefoot. For the moment, I didn't know a story about a child born with a foot on orthopedic soles. Okay, so normally we arrived barefoot, and so we need this contact. You are you want to know. You want to go to swim in the ocean. You want to know the temperature of the water. You take your toes and you say, oh, maybe not. Yes. Okay. So we have a lot of captors to have your feet on the earth, quoi. Avoir les pieds sur terre. Ok. Bon.
So be grounded.
Grounded. To be grounded. Bon, c'est la même chose. Donc, you need that.
And what about the ions, grounding yourself to Mother Earth for discharging the ions? Should we do that?
Yes.
When?
How? We need to be in contact with the nature. It's a certain reality. Okay? Today, if you see the planet, people around us are not very sane. Okay? Most of the people around us and who are aux commandes du pays, manage the country,
yes,
are totally crazy. Out of Earth. I don't know in what is this planet. Bon. So we eat fruits of tomatoes ou ground, comment on appelle ça, hors sol,
which are
grows
grown out of the
earth,
the soil.
Okay, so and everybody say be in a virtual way, and now you have problem, but you switch on your computer and you have the doctor.
Yes.
They don't touch you. For the moment, we are not a machine. Okay? So, we need to be with the nature. Nature is us. We've got mineral things in our body, like all these plants. We are water. We are de l'air. Here. And so we are nature. So now we live in cities. So nature, it's a strange thing. But you go in a wood or thing like that, you said, I'm great.
Like the children in America, which if you ask how a cow looks like, they all think it's white with violet.
I need my feet, so I preserve my feet with barefoot. And I make a study in geriatric institution. And people who try barefoot, and we make some massage. I I speak about posture and things like that. They walk better today than yesterday. So you can change your way of walking, your way of standing, because you change your shoes.
They're so important.
With barefoot, you connect with your toes.
Yes.
Most of the time, in the shoes, you've got place for 3 toes, not 5. But the brain said, "Oh no, they are so nice."
It's fashionable.
Fashion. So take this one, okay? Shoes is for me is the biggest part of posture problem.
I see.
But I can't put that. Okay. Do what you want.
The answer is simple.
But be barefoot at home, walk, and after you will see.
Especially nature.
You are on holiday, you spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in the sound. You don't want to put your shoes after. Okay? Well, you arrived at home and you say, I don't want my shoes. Without. What is the problem? Okay? Go to a wedding or a party like that.
They all finish barefoot at the end.
You want to dance, you finish barefoot. Okay? So where's the problem? Okay? So I've got pain like that, but with when I make my gymnastic, my yoga, machin, barefoot, everything is okay. Bizarre. So the solution is simple.
Like in lots of cases.
The solution is simple. But as it's simple, it's not possible. Okay, it's not possible.
Do you see any dental issues in the posture, in the feet? Like, for example, if people have cavities or they have missing teeth, they'll be chewing on one side predominantly?
Yes, it's a problem. It's a sort of architecture.
Disbalance?
Balance, yes. Normally, most of the time, the shoulder try to be parallel of the hip. So, as well, the mâchoire,
the jaw,
will be try to be parallel to the shoulder and to the hip. So, if you've got cavity or things like that, this unbalanced things has repercussion, and it goes up to down.
And what do you do in those cases? Because most of the time, podiatrist, and I had this even when I first came to you in my head, I was like, okay, I hope I'm not going to get out of the session with some insoles, orthotics. And in my amazement, you just gave me a little thing to...
Yes, I know, but it's because it's
put
me.
Under my feet.
But it's the same thing for you. For me, the most important is education. Okay? If I give you orthopedic soles because you have a problem with your posture, okay. For me, it's the same as you start to ride a bike, a bike, but as you don't want to fall, we put some wheels.
The wheels, yeah.
Okay? No. For me, orthopedic soles
Yes, exactly.
are the wheels of the bike. Okay? But if I put you wheels, but I don't teach you how to ride the bike, maybe you can't ride the bike without these wheels. Okay? So that's why, for me, it's important to understand what is to have an elastic body and to be in your feet.
Exactly.
And as you are in your feet, as your body find is a comfort, it goes up and down.
Everything balances, rebalances itself.
The body wants to be comfortable. But to be comfortable, we need to let it make its job.
Well said.
But most of the time, the brain say, "Oh, you should do that. You should do that,
Let me
and
try this and
that."
this and
No,
that.
no,
Buy this and
it's
that.
not your job. Go ahead.
Be grounded. Be anchored with your own body and your sensations.
I've got a dog. My dog weighs 13 kilos. He's going to be 14 years old. It's the laziest dog of the
I noticed.
whole world. Most of the time I was with my scooter, so he loves wheels. But I'm the wheels. So I have to carry him all the time. I prefer that it's the ground under my feet who carry my dog than my back. So when Shushu is on me, most of the time I check that my back is cool. And I walk more than 3 or 4 kilometers a day with Shushu and other things, but I've got around 14 and 20 kilos on my back. Okay? I said to the ground, okay, it's me, plus all that. Okay? Okay, go ahead. So it's not my back who carry that, it's the ground. If you lower down your head, the weight of the head is around 5 kilos. So as you put 5 kilos in front of you, your body will go back to compensate and find the balance. You don't realize that you go back, but fortunately, you go back. This is the first thing. And as your head go down, the neck is like a lever arm.
Yes.
And so all the muscles of the neck and the shoulder have to carry a sort of 60 kilos of force
just to hold the head
to hold your head.
And that's when you have the head which rotates like this, so you can still see.
Yes.
And you have people like this with their jaw behind.
So it's 60, hein? 60 kilos of charge. It's huge.
Enormous.
Okay? And for a lot of hours in the day. Okay, so it's normal that you've got impact with the mouse, after all, because it's the same area.
Yes. And the eyes as well.
And
You
the
start
eyes
to
as
have
well.
issues with your eyesight, and
But
people wonder why.
so, but if you use your eyes like you should use your eyes should tell you, okay, you are square and it's horizontal. But you look at the ground and it's normal to see the ground.
Or your
Yes.
phone.
Voilà. Okay.
Here.
No, it's not normal to see the ground. Okay. Yes, because I'm scared. But you are scared. But as you look the ground, you can't see what is here. If you look straight, you see everywhere and up and down.
Yes.
So you should be more secure to see the whole picture than
Not
a
just
part
the
of the pictures.
Yes.
But after the information is that your future is there or there. I prefer to have this future. Depends.
Not all the same.
So holistic view of the body should be an evidence.
For me, it is.
I know. That's why we found us. Huh? But it's great to be a specialist.
But that's the thing. We have to get out of being just a specialist.
Yes.
If not, like you said, your specialty is the ground, but you don't see the blue sky.
But yes, and I don't like boxes. It's not my way of thinking. So we need to put things in special case in box,
and put
because it's
stickers
great.
on each one.
It's great to have a
Categorize.
voilà, a great rangement. It's great. Bon, je suis nulle en rangement. But after, everything is connected.
Yes. So we have to take our eraser and start erasing these lines in between the boxes. So we see that it's all connected.
It's not the boxes who put the picture, who make the picture. I prefer the picture than the box.
Like the colors. You have this coloring palette, I think it's called, and you have the boxes, but that's not what makes the picture. You take them and blend them on your canvas.
So it's a good idea to work together, because you know secrets of the mouse. I know secret of the feet, and
Now we have to find somebody with secrets of the belly.
Oh, we should find. We will find it. But voilà, it's life. It's life. The whole.
Thank you very much. Could you tell us where we could find more about your work? Where can people find you?
No, I'm in Paris. Sometime I'm in the middle of France, in Auvergne, au Puy-en-Velay. But I've got some video in internet, YouTube. But I'm not very professional like that. And I'm here somewhere, but I'm here.
Mhm.
If you look for, you find. But voilà.
Barbara Deleuze.
Barbara Deleuze, c'est moi. Ouais.
Enchanté, Barbara Deleuze.
Merci, monsieur Vlad.